Hello, Ron Brignac, Hickory Hill Pastures, and Sherry's on the camera. Hey, we're going to show you how to make broth. It's a nutrient-dense broth that is a lot better than what you can get in the store. So we sell the chicken backs, and if you can see here, we have a lot of meat that's actually on the bone. So this helps get the extra nutrients in the stock, and so you could use stock chicken bones that you cook, but I like using the raw chicken. All right, this is a 5.4 pound package. I thawed them, and I have a crock pot that's heating up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place these. If I can get all of them in there, I'll do that. If not, I'll put one, and we have another crock pot I can use. All right, so let me show you how they go in. I'm just going to stick them in the best way I can. All right, 3 might be my limit there. Let's see. All right, I think that's it. All right, so now it's time to add water to the chicken. So we have about 5.4 pounds of chicken. So I use about 1 cup of water per pound of chicken. So in this case, that would be about 5.5 cups. So I just added 5.5 cups. It's about halfway up the chicken. So we'll see what we have. If I need to add more water during the night or in the morning, I can certainly do that. We shouldn't need to. All right, we're going to put the lid on it. And then 8 hours later will be during the morning time. And then we should have our broth. We'll let it cool, and then we'll seal it up. Let's talk in the morning. Okay, so I've let it cool off now. So now I'm just going to take the meat out. The carcass is out. Let me get this closer to it. And a lot of good meat there. You can see it's just falling apart here. Okay, next I'm just going to strain it into a colander with a bowl underneath. I'm just going to pour this in. Sorry about putting it back in there. All right. Put this out here. Then I'm going to strain it one more time. Here. Okay, so you could strain it further if you wanted to. If you wanted to remove all particles, you could run it one more time through a cheesecloth. I'm not going to run it through a cheesecloth. We could, but I don't mind the extra sediment in the broth. I think it adds a little bit more flavor to it. So you can see here I have a little over 2 quarts in here, so that would be 8 cups of broth. We started out with 5.5 cups of water, and then we had the steaming and the cooking of the chicken, which gave us extra moisture that made the broth. We're up to 8 cups now. So we have the bones and meat over the colander, over the pot here. So more juice is going to drain out of this, and we'll pour that into it as well. The next step from here will be to either put it in mason jars. Some people like to keep it in a glass jar. I choose to put it in a quart size bag, Ziploc bag, and I put about 2 cups in each one. And then I'll lay them flat on a cookie sheet, put them in the freezer. And then from there, they're very easily stored, just in Ziploc bags upright. All right, hope you enjoyed our broth making. It's very easy, and I'll show you a picture of the final product in the bag. Okay, it's the next day, and I've already taken the broth and I've bagged it. In addition to that, I also have I didn't measure this, but I have several cups of meat. If you look at the quality of the meat here, you'll see this is great meat off the back. So we're going to make a nice little chicken dish tonight. Sherry is. And then that will complete our chicken broth. I'm going to put this in the freezer. It'll be nice little packets, a Ziploc, and then I'll just be able to store them vertically or lay them flat in the freezer. Ron Brignac and Sherry on camera, Hickory Hill Pastures. And we do sell the bones. You can also use necks for the broth. Add that to it. And you can also add feet, which has the collagen that certainly is a great benefit. We did not choose to season it ahead of time, but if you're going to drink the broth, you may want to add some vegetables and other seasoning to it that would be to your taste, that if you want to drink. This is primarily how I do it whenever I'm cooking the broth. Just very plain, no seasoning. Ron Brignac, signing out with Hickory Hill Pastures. Thank you.